Okay, so I decided to make a couple of more video blogs because I haven't done one in a long, long time, and I'm joined today. I should zoom out to show you. I'm joined today by Riding Monster. He wants to sit on my lap throughout this, so if you see my arms moving, it's because I'm petting a cat, and I still haven't gotten used to like looking at the actual webcam and not the screen. Anyway, so for this one, I'll talk about what's going on with me, and then I'll do another blog to talk about the baby. Um, so, as you can see, my hair is I'm in desperate need of a haircut. I have a mullet. I actually have like a little ponytail in the back because I have so much hair. So I'm just like wetting it down and pulling it back. So hopefully this weekend I can go get a haircut because it's been a while. And I need to re-dye my hair black as well. So we'll see when I can do that. Everybody else is getting snow but me. That makes me really sad because I live in Canada, like the land of the polar bears, and everybody else is getting snow but me, and that pisses me off because I'm like the only person I know that loves winter, like loves winter. I love snow. I love it getting dark. Can you hear him? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can actually show what he's doing. No, I can't. He's just like licking my hand. But I love winter and I love the dark and I love the forests in winter, and we just got shit. We got nothing. We got like a couple of flurries here and there, but nothing collects. And for me, like, I don't consider it a real snowstorm unless I feel like I'm in Narnia. So I'm a little upset about that. Christmas is coming. We're not going to be able to do presents for anybody this year because, we have a baby on the way. So our money goes to our baby. I did, however, get Greg a Christmas present, and he's going to love it, and I can't wait for him to see it, and I can't tell anybody, so I'll have to tell you on Christmas Day. I've been reading a lot of books lately, a lot of books on pregnancy, a lot of books on human-animal relationships, and just kind of keeping myself from sitting in front of the TV all day, because if I don't have a book to read, then I just end up watching court shows all day, and while they're fantastic, they're not so good for the brain. So just been reading a lot, keeping busy, trying to ignore the fact that I'm in so much pain and that I have a child that's kicking me all the time. Our car. We had an incident with our car about 2 weeks ago. The car next to it, we park in this like communal parking lot for our high rise. And the car next to it, who I guess was owned by like some 19-year-old like Pakistani kid, caught fire. We were never told why it caught fire, but I can guarantee you, I mean, it's a 19-year-old kid with a Honda Civic. He probably tried to install some like funky lights and didn't do it right, and the thing just caught fire. So it catches fire. He doesn't have insurance. He only has like second-party insurance through his parents. And we didn't even like hear anything. We didn't even hear sirens. We just got a phone call at like 9 o'clock at night from a police officer saying, yeah, the car next to you caught on fire and there's damage. And that's all he told us. So we're going downstairs thinking that our car is torched. And luckily it wasn't. It was just bubbled and burned, and like a couple of things were warped and whatnot. So, but because this kid didn't have good insurance, we had to pay our deductible, which we can't afford because it was like $300. And it was like a lot of massive damage. I mean, it wasn't anything that we could still drive it. Hi, baby. We could still drive it, but it looked like shit because my whole side was burned and bubbled, and the light had burn marks on it. Yeah, it sucked. The light had burn marks on it. Paint was bubbled. The rearview mirror was warped. It just looked like crap, and it wasn't really fair that we should have to drive around in a fucked up car because over something that wasn't our fault. So luckily, Greg has a friend that's willing to supply lights for him, and we found a mechanic that's willing to um, help us out a bit. We're not going to say who, but he helped us out with avoiding our deductible. So we're bringing the car in on Monday to get fixed, and hopefully it'll be nice and bright and shiny and new. We'll have a rental car for like 3 days, and thank God it's getting fixed because I was getting really pissed off about that whole situation. It was just ridiculous. What else? Not really too much has been happening here because, we don't really have a lot of money now that we're saving up for our baby and stuff. My hair is so staticky. It's so gross. Because we're saving up for our baby, and we usually go out for walks and stuff like that's Greg and I's favorite thing to do is to go birding and to go walking in conservation areas and for me to take photos because photography is one of the greatest loves of my life. But because I have so much lower abdominal pain because of my just everything expanding, I can't really walk that far, and I'm usually in a lot of pain, and my hips start hurting really bad, so I can't walk very far, which means we can't go hiking, which means I can't photograph. So we've just been spending a lot of weekends here, watching parenting videos and labor videos and like every video that we can get our hands on at the Hamilton Library on birth and child rearing and things of that sort. So we're just trying to get as informed as possible about everything coming up. And then we also have our prenatal classes coming up in January as well. But we just want to know everything just everything we can get our hands on. So that way nothing's a surprise. We know some things are probably going to be a surprise because, that's life, but we want to be as prepared as possible. So yeah, that's basically what we've been doing. It sounds boring, but it's really not. We get to cuddle. We don't have to get dressed or, we just hang around in our jammies and watch stuff all day. And if we're not doing that, then we watch movies, or we've been watching Christmas shows a lot lately because we've been downloading a whole bunch of Christmas shows for Drake, even though he's not going to be around for this Christmas, but we want to have everything for him when he's here. So we've been downloading a whole lot of stuff and watching all this stuff, like Fraggle Christmas and the Muppets Christmas. And I even found an old tape that had the Glowworm Christmas on it. So we were really, really excited. And that's what we did last weekend. We just watched a whole bunch of Christmas shows, and it was tons of fun. But yeah, that's about it. Other than what's going on with the baby, which is probably going to take me 2 videos to explain, that's pretty much been our life. So there hasn't really been too much else going on other than the stupid car. So yeah, so I'll stop this one because it's already at about 8 minutes, and that's probably 8 minutes too long. So I will make another one about the baby. So yay.